No, go on to the next question.
No, Rocco.
Trying to think.
All right, we'll get back to Rocco.
To be continued.
Is it true that you guys are making a game for the PC of Boondock Saints?
Yeah?
Yes, yeah, they're making a video game, yeah.
Is it just PC?
I'm not sure about the platform. As a matter of fact, I think it's going to be a multi-platform game. But it's in the works right now. Some high-end cool stuff, too.
One more thing.
Yes.
Happy birthday, David.
Who's happy birthday? Whose birthday is it? Whose?
Yeah.
Thank
He's like,
That's sweet.
Very
well, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Go ahead.
I won't ask about horseback riding, but I was wondering what was your
I'm much better now.
what
Which
has been
means he
your favorite
sucks a little
character to
less.
play?
What?
What has been your favorite character to play out of all the things you've done?
Me, Daryl.
Yeah!
The writers let me help create this guy, and you plant little seeds in TV, and you hope they turn into stuff, and some of my seeds are growing, so I'm really enjoying it. So,
What about you, Sean?
My favorite role to play?
Right.
For me, it's power. I mean, to me, those roles are like, there's some roles that are fairly cerebral that aren't as fun on the day because it takes a little bit more commitment. And then there's roles that you film that you have a ball on the day shooting. Boondock, we had a ball on the day. It's just a fun movie. It's a bunch of dudes doing dude stuff. But as far as, I hate to say the word the craft, just makes my hair curl. But in all honesty, that's one of those roles.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And let me touch on the Daryl thing. I've known Reedus for a long time, and they say one of the tragedies of life is that the majority of men go to their grave with their music still in them. And not to say that Reedus hadn't had some amazing roles, but I know him, and that role, Daryl, is so fucking perfectly suited for him, man. It's like when I watch it, I'm like, they could have cast a million people, and nobody would have been as good as Reedus in that specific role. I'll give you $100.
Hello, this is for all three of you. Out of all the roles and the different characters you played, what would you say was your most awkward character or scene you had to do? And Flanery should probably go last because I'll have to think the hardest.
Gee. You ask me how old I am or something? If I like my mother? Anything is, in acting, it's not awkward, it's fun and good. Most things I would never get cast for if it was going to be awkward. It's tough enough getting the stuff. It's not really an awkward thing. Maybe I'm having a hard time with that word. What should I do, Sean?
Are we talking playing a video game?
Sean, get me out of this.
I'll tell you this, what's his most awkward? I just saw him when he showed up and he's got tats all over his arm. I'm like, right, did you get some tats? He's like, no, I'm doing a movie in Phoenix. What's it about? And then he just trailed off into some shit. So I don't even know what the movie's about, man. So maybe it's that one, I don't know. He's working on something where he's all tatted up, which is different for Rocco. So, I don't know. I don't know. Because Rocco in the movie Boondock, that's him. I mean, Duffy, his name is in the role of Rocco. Here it is, probably. It's playing the role of David, you're Rocco. Probably. But Duffy wrote it for him, so I don't know. Sometimes acknowledging who you are and being that exact person is a little, frog in a biology class, pen to the floor and really exposing yourself to who you are. It's easy to launch yourself into a different character. Because it's not you. You don't have to fess up and say, that's really me. You can hide behind and go, that's not me. But for Rock and Boondock, that's him. So, in a roundabout way, it might just be that.
I know mine's, but this one called 6 Ways to Sunday, and Debbie Harry, Blondie, is my mom, and the movie starts off with her giving me a bath, and I'm way too old to be getting a bath with my mom. And then
That was a Reedus on the Time magazine cover, by the way.
She's good looking, yeah. And then I rape her and kill her, my mom, and then take her body on the
Okay,
bus.
way the fuck up a nice story.
I meant the time life, bro. Not
Awkward.
Your turn.
Probably this weird little dude I did in a movie that none of you guys have ever seen called The Insatiable.
I've seen it.
Oh, there you go.
The vampire chick, right?
Yes, exactly. There's this vampire chick, and I built a cage in my basement, and I captured her and locked her. Like, you would obviously do that. You saw a vampire chick, you'd lock her in a cage, right? It's a weird, interesting little concept, though, you know? I mean, for all your lust for a beautiful vampire, you actually can't touch her, which I thought was a pretty intriguing little point about the script. But probably that character, because he's an odd, little, weird, little specimen. So for me, that would be it.
I'd love to sure we hear about your man sock. Again.
I'm sorry?
Reedus' man sock.
My man sock, my cock sock.
Yeah.
How many kids are in this?
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Go ahead. How are you guys doing?
What?
How are you guys doing?
Very good.
Good. You guys are so adorable in person. I love
Thank you
it.
very much.
Okay, so I have a question. So Rock in the first movie says if you guys could be in where he said you guys could be in every major city, you guys could choose that major city. Rock, what city would you choose?
What did she say?
Have the
If you got the Saints in any major city, what city would you put them in?
Philly. It's a great city. I could do this.
You know, just for the greater good, that you have to make a management decision, and I'm sure Philly needs it, but there's a lot more shit going down in the United States than Detroit. I think we have a full-time job down there, so. Yeah, A-Stan, but she said in the States.
New York.
Yeah!
Just so I can go to my apartment.
Thank you.
Hello.
How are you?
First up, thing to say,
You just walked it up to the mic like Robert Plant. Did you see
since you're all there with Claire Kramer, I think there ought to be a little crossover where the Saints take on the goddess. Do a little Saints Buffy crossover, and we can have zombie Rocco in as well. But my question is, seeing all the trials and tribulations that came into making the movie, did you ever expect it to be the cult classic that it is?
Rock?
I don't think any of us did, to be honest. I mean, we thought it was cool, but no idea it would be as big as it.
There's not a recipe for cult hit. It's kind of something, I always laugh when somebody goes, yes, we're going to go shoot a viral video. It's not up to you to shoot it. It's the audience, it's the public that makes it viral. It's like a hit song. It's created by the people, the listeners, that hand it to their friend. They go, oh my God, you gotta listen to this. And it goes on, it goes, and it builds, and it builds, and it builds. If there was a recipe, everybody do it, It just kind of happens. And so for some weird reason, a lot of elements came together at the right time, a lot of variables, and the studio didn't want to advertise it, which made it even more special when somebody found it. Because it wasn't a studio telling them, here's all the advertisements, this is why you're gonna love this movie. It was just somebody that said, hey, check this out. It's even more special when you think, nobody else has seen this, this is mine, I have an ownership in this. I know for myself, when I find a brand new band, and I pull up to an intersection and there's somebody with their window down, and they're playing the song, and I look over them and they're like a douche, and I'm like, who the fuck turned him on to the song? You just want to go in and like, rip the CD out of the dash, you don't deserve to hear this song. It's kind of like that. Boondock was a movie that, you had 5 friends, you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna let Mike and Tim watch it, but no, Craig and Danny can't see it. Don't get to Craig and Danny. It's like that.
I like that you asked this question as I'm looking at my Murphy doll and your cleavage.
What was
yes, you're right. He's still lurking down there. Carry on.
What was the first clue you guys had for the longevity of the film? Like, when did you really realize?
Tattoos. A lot of tattoos of our faces. It was just weird,
Yeah, I was in Venice. I was in California visiting, and my son was about 5, and these skater kids skated over with my face on their shirt, and my son was like, he walked in and goes, "Why is my dad on your shirt?" All these skater kids came over, and I started seeing shirts everywhere and noticing. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
It was literally like we thought the movie had kind of, you do an independent film and, the odds of it becoming successful are pretty slim. And so we made it and we loved it, we liked the film, but, nobody saw it. And then so it kind of happened and we were like, is this a Boondock movie? It gets kind of crazy. And then it really just kind of happened. I mean, I can speak for all of us, we're all very, very, very flattered. It's neat for something that you put your time into for people to appreciate and to recognize. So it's a wonderful experience.
Go ahead.
I appreciate the fact you said that you're flattered. We're all flattered that you're great to your fans.
Follow on Twitter and the Facebook and everything. I always see posts like, Flanery and Reedus and Rocco. They're so wonderful for their fans. We as fans are so appreciative of them. Let me let you guys in on a little secret. Y'all get the short end of the stick. At the end of the day, we have a room full of people that just waited until the time came to come and tell us that they dig us. We should be so lucky. Oh my God. You guys stand in line to come and meet us, and then, but in all honesty, and then we get notes like, wow, we're so appreciative of you. I can't tell you how lopsided that is. I mean, without you guys, we wouldn't even be here. It's the honest to God truth. And I'm flattered that I show up, and there's a room that's filled with people that want to ask questions about our lives and our movie career, It's truly mind-blowing. Yeah, that's a doll of us in their cleavage. It's like, fucking cool! So really, I mean, thank you. And in all honesty, and not to, to blow smoke, but it really is. It's flattering. Flattery is an understatement. It really is. We're honored. So thanks, guys.
In lieu of third movie, there's rumors on the computer that we might do episodes on either HBO or Showtime and get into like series. Is there any truth in that?
I can't do two shows at the same time.
I got ladies from one, you can film the other, and we need you on both screens, sorry.
I filmed Pandora the same time we did part 2. That was
TV's different though. I mean, AMC and HBO, that's like Crips and Bloods. They're like, fuck you, don't even talk to them. You know what I mean? So it's
Well, thank you very much, guys. We love you.
You're very welcome. Thank you, ma'am.
We have time for this one last question. So, sweetie, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Claire, and I just was wondering if I could hear you speak in your Irish accent.
Claire, how old are you?
I'm 12.
You're 12. There's not many lines that we can do that don't have a lot of Where's Claire's mommy? Where's Claire's mommy?
Claire's big sister.
Claire's big sister.
Get your Irish on.
What's that?
Get your Irish on.
Let me get a liability waiver here.
I don't want to show her the goddamn movie.
Well, this is bullshit, gotcha! Now, it's your turn then.
Show her the goddamn movie.
I can't fucking believe you let her watch that shit then. God bless you. Go with God. A shepherd that little one should be.
You want to come on up here? We have a special presentation. I'm going to turn the mic over to Michael for a second. Come on up. Yeah.
I want to make a presentation. I'm an Indian service member, served in Iraq and Afghanistan. My buddy here, he's another Indian serviceman. You can wave to his boat right there. He was one of the first military responders to 9/11. So we're injured serving, and we just want to say thank you. We love watching the movies. When we're deployed and stuff, one of the only movies I have is Boondock Saints. So
Let me just stop you right there. This is exactly what I mean. He's up here thanking us, which to me could not be more fucking lopsided. one of the first responders to 9/11, got wounded protecting my ass.
Seriously, guys, this is what it's about, you know. And if the movie we does affects guys and keeps them entertained, it's the least we can do, you know. Least we can do.